Hello everyone. So today I thought and I should talk about this wonderful resource, this website, this blog called sachachua.com, and I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I have been following this blog for many years. And if you are maybe already using Emacs, or maybe if you want to use Emacs, or maybe you are wondering what exactly is Emacs all about, you can actually and you should actually follow this blog, this website, and on this particular site you will find plenty of when I say plenty, I'm talking about really like in thousands of resources, and it is nothing but a blog, a simple blog, a website, but you will learn a lot. And of course, if you're trying to learn Emacs, or if you're trying to learn how to do wonderful things with Emacs, you can obviously search online. You can obviously try to install Emacs and follow wonderful videos on my channel. But apart from my videos and apart from plenty of other resources, this is probably one of my top location where I go regularly from time to time to look for information, to also try to at the same time understand what else I can do with my Emacs, what else I can do to improve my my usage of the tool. And people like me who use Emacs, I don't really think we use Emacs to show off. Of course, that is of course one element, but we use Emacs because we want to do things quickly, we want to do things efficiently, and using org mode, for example, which is like a wonderful, powerful yet lightweight way to manage your work, your life, and you can do a lot of things that will actually overall give you, I believe, happiness. Because when you're in control of your life, your task, your activities, your projects, when you are reminded about important things, and when you are able to use not just Emacs but computer in general the way you want, you're not really limited, or you're not really trying to adapt yourself the way computer or operating system is trying to make you work. You can actually tell the computer, yes, I want you to behave properly. I want you to do things that I really want to do in my way. And of course, using open source technologies, Linux is one thing, but Emacs is of course a key part of my tool set and my workflow in general. Now, talking about this website, I mean, as you can see here, if you go to this home page, you will find regular updates. I guess it is weekly updates about Emacs news. And if you just go through it, you can find here like a aggregation of different resources. So this is of course nothing but a blog or a weekly news kind of a article kind of a thing. But on this website you will find resources. You can also find things that actually you can also adopt and learn from just following these tutorials and these blog posts. So this is something that I thought I should, and I think I really wanted to let everyone know. And apart from this, if you are trying to learn org mode, so the one of the most important useful location is basically this orgmode.org. Here you will find plenty of information, but just like any other documentation, just like any other official guide, it may not be always it may not be always straightforward, or I should say you might get lost into all the details, and that is what I believe we guys are trying to do. I try to not really cover in my videos, for example, or whatever I do in my resources that I share online. It could be a blog post or article. It's more about how I use Emacs, how I use org mode, and things that I do to customize few things to basically make it work for my requirements. Of course, when you start following these videos of mine, or any videos, in fact any tutorial, you will basically try to you will basically learn and understand how these users are trying to use Emacs for their workflow, like how to publish a blog, how to split a window in your Emacs, how to change or how to swap the buffer of your Emacs window. So basically simple things, but the whole idea here is that when you're trying to refer to the official documentation, I think the official documentation comes into play and plays really important role when you already are in a process of adopting, or you have already adopted like few elements of that technology or a tool that you're trying to learn. But in the beginning, it is always recommended that you should try and maybe follow few things, at least the installation part and the initial setup, and this official guide should be like a reference. You should treat it like a reference, because if you are trying to maybe understand a specific mode, or if you're trying to, for example, understand how clocking time works in Emacs, I mean, of course, you can within your Emacs you can look at different options. You can look at different commands, but sometimes you need to also look at the reference to understand what else you can do, because reference will have the complete details. So apart from the official documentation of org-mode.org, this particular site is something that that should be in your bookmark. And what I do normally is, if I'm, let us say, not doing anything, or maybe if I have some time, I just quickly go through a few things. Like, for example, if I can see here that, upcoming events, and I can see here that on 2nd of March, there was an event, but it was probably, cancelled, or, something happened because, there were strikes, especially in London. And apart from the events, if you want to learn about Emacs Lisp, which I really want to learn and I want to improve, you can definitely refer to it. You can also look at, so the way you will find the news here is organized by different categories. For example, talking about, of course, org mode, you can see here that, you have a wonderful list of beautiful articles and maybe videos referring to some great sites. So yes, you will also find references to my videos on this particular site. But of course, I'm not just my videos or my articles. You will actually find plenty of information here. So just wanted to highlight this and mention this today. In case you're not really following this blog, you should sachachua.com. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that is not the point. It's more about the URL. So I'll share the link in the description. And that is all. That is all I wanted to talk about and share with all of you today in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Yes, you learned something new. You learned about a great resource. Thank you. Bye-bye.